Today, we have a very special guest. His name is Alex. He is a native English speaker from Canada. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Emma. I am really excited to be here. Hi, everyone. I hope you are all doing well today.
So, Alex, today's topic is super useful. We are going to talk about how to describe your home, your house, or your apartment in English. This is something that people ask about all the time.
Super important. Whether you are talking to a new friend, a coworker, or someone online, people always ask, "So, where do you live? What is your place like?" And it is really helpful to know how to answer in natural English.
Exactly. And don't worry, we will go slowly. We will explain every word. This episode is perfect for beginners and intermediate learners. Okay, let's get started. All right, Alex, let's start with the basics. First, what type of home do you live in? In English, we have many different words for different types of homes. Can you tell us about yours?
Sure. Right now, I live in an apartment. An apartment is a home inside a large building. My apartment is on the 4th floor. There are many other apartments in my building, maybe 30 or 40.
Great! So, apartment, that is a home inside a big building. Now, some people also say flat. In British English, people say flat. In American and Canadian English, people usually say apartment. Both words mean the same thing.
Yes, exactly. And before my apartment, I lived in a house. A house is a separate building. Just one family lives there, or sometimes two families if it is a duplex. My house had a garden and a garage. I really miss it sometimes.
Oh, a house with a garden sounds lovely. So, learners, let's review. We have an apartment or flat, a house, and Alex mentioned a duplex. That is a building with two separate homes inside, side by side. There is also a condo. That's short for condominium. A condo is like an apartment, but you own it.
Right. And some people live in a townhouse. A townhouse is like a mix between a house and an apartment. It has multiple floors and it shares one or two walls with the home next door. Very common in cities.
Now let's talk about the rooms inside a home. Alex, can you describe your apartment? Tell us what rooms you have.
Of course. My apartment is not huge, but it is comfortable. When you walk in, you enter the hallway. The hallway is like a small passage. It connects the front door to the rest of the apartment.
Okay, so the hallway is the first part when you enter. Got it.
Then, on the left, there is the living room. The living room is the main room in the home. It is where you relax, watch TV, or have guests. I have a sofa, a coffee table, and a big bookshelf in my living room.
I love living rooms. Native speakers sometimes also say lounge, especially in British English. So living room equals lounge. Both are correct.
Good point. Next to the living room is the kitchen. My kitchen is small, but it has everything I need. A stove or cooker, a fridge, a microwave, and some cabinets for my plates and cups.
And some people have an open plan kitchen. That means the kitchen and the living room are in the same open space. There is no wall between them. It feels very modern and spacious.
Yes, I love open plan kitchens. My apartment is actually open plan, so my kitchen and living room are connected. There is no wall between them. It makes the space feel much bigger.
What about the bedroom? How many bedrooms do you have?
I have one bedroom. It is a one-bedroom apartment. In the bedroom, I have a bed, of course, a wardrobe for my clothes, and a small desk for working. There is also a window that looks out over the street, which I really like.
That sounds cozy. When we say a one-bedroom apartment, that means there is one bedroom. If there are two bedrooms, we say a two-bedroom apartment. Very simple. And what about the bathroom?
I have one bathroom. It has a shower, a sink, and a toilet. Some homes have a bathtub instead of or in addition to a shower. My bathroom only has a shower, which is totally fine for me.
One useful phrase: if someone asks, "Where is the bathroom?" in English, they might actually mean, "Where is the toilet?" Native speakers often use bathroom even when they mean the room with just a toilet. Interesting, right?
Ha, yes. In North America especially, we almost always say bathroom, even if there is no bath in the room. In British English, you might hear people say toilet or loo. The loo is a very British informal word for toilet.
Love that. Okay, and do you have any other rooms, Alex?
Just a small storage room or closet at the end of the hallway. That's where I keep things like extra blankets, my suitcase, and some boxes. And I also have a small balcony. The balcony is outside. It has room for 2 chairs and some plants.
Oh, a balcony. That is a wonderful thing to have in an apartment. You can sit outside and get fresh air without leaving home. So lucky. Now, let's learn how native speakers really describe their home. Not just the rooms, but how they talk about the size, the feeling, the style. Alex, what words do you use?
Great question. So let's say someone asks me, what is your apartment like? I would say something like, it is a cozy 1-bedroom apartment in the city. It is not huge, but it has a great layout.
I love that. Let's break that down. Cozy, C-O-Z-Y, means small but warm and comfortable. Native speakers use cozy to describe a place that feels nice and welcoming, even if it is small.
Exactly. And layout means the way the rooms are arranged. A good layout means the rooms are in a practical, logical order. A bad layout might mean the bathroom is far from the bedroom or the kitchen is tiny and hard to use.
Another great word is spacious. S-P-A-C-I-O-U-S. Spacious means there's a lot of space. The rooms are big and open. So if someone says, "I have a spacious living room," that means it is large and comfortable.
And the opposite of spacious might be cramped. Cramped means the space is too small. There's not enough room to move around easily. My old kitchen was really cramped. It was hard to cook in there.
Cramped. Yes, that is a very real feeling. Now, let's talk about style. How do native speakers describe the look of their home?
You might hear words like modern. That means the design is new, clean, and simple. Or traditional. That means the design looks more classic with older styles. Some people say minimalist. That means very simple with not many objects or decorations. Everything is clean and tidy.
And one of my favorite expressions, it has a lot of character. If a home has a lot of character, it means it is interesting and unique. Maybe it has old wooden floors, big windows, or a beautiful fireplace. It does not look like every other home.
Oh, I love that phrase. It has a lot of character. You can also say it has a homey feel. Homey, H-O-M-E-Y, means it feels warm and comfortable, like a real home, not cold or empty.
Beautiful. And what about location? How do native speakers describe where their home is?
You might say, I live in the city center, or I live in the suburbs. The suburbs are the areas outside of the main city, more quiet, more houses, more families. Or I live in the countryside. That means far from the city, surrounded by nature.
And native speakers often say it's close to everything, meaning it's near shops, restaurants, public transport, or it's in a quiet neighborhood. A neighborhood is the area around your home, the streets and buildings nearby. Okay, learners, now let's put everything together. Alex and I are going to have a natural conversation. Listen carefully. You can try to repeat after us at home. Ready, Alex?
Ready.
So, Alex, I just moved to a new city. I'm looking for an apartment. What is your place like? Can you describe it to me?
Oh, sure. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment in the city. It's on the 4th floor of a modern building. The apartment is not huge, but it's really cozy. It has a great layout. Everything is in the right place.
That sounds nice. Does it get a lot of natural light?
Yes, there are big windows in the living room and the bedroom. In the morning, the sunlight comes in and it feels so bright and warm. I really love that. And the balcony faces east, so I always get the morning sun.
Oh, wow, a balcony facing east? That is amazing. Is the neighborhood quiet?
It's actually in a pretty lively area. There are cafes, a supermarket, and a park just around the corner, so it's very convenient. It can be a little noisy on weekends. You can hear music from the cafes, but honestly, I love the energy.
That sounds perfect for someone who likes to be in the middle of things. I love that phrase, by the way, just around the corner. That means very close. If something is just around the corner, it's nearby and easy to reach.
Exactly. And for you, Emma, are you looking for something big or maybe something more compact?
Compact, that's another great word. Compact means small but well organized. A compact apartment is small, but everything is used cleverly. Nothing is wasted. I think I would like something cozy and compact, not too far from the center. Oh, and good natural light. That is very important to me.
I completely understand that. Good light makes such a big difference. A place can feel totally different, much warmer and more inviting when there's lots of natural light coming in.
Wonderful. Okay, everyone, let's do a quick review of what we learned today. We talked about different types of homes, apartments, houses, condos, townhouses, and duplexes.
We talked about rooms, the living room, the bedroom, the kitchen, the bathroom, and the hallway, and some fun extras like a balcony or a storage closet.
And we learned how native speakers really describe their homes, using words like cozy, spacious, cramped, homey, and phrases like it has a great layout or it has a lot of character.
My tip for you, try to describe your home in English right now. Just use the words from today. You can write it in a notebook, say it out loud, or even write it in the comments below. Practice makes perfect.
I love that idea, Alex. Yes, describe your home in the comments. We would love to read them. And if you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. New episodes every week. Always slow, always clear, always fun.
Thank you so much for having me, Emma. This was a great conversation. And to everyone watching, keep practicing your English. You are doing amazing.
Thank you, Alex. It was so lovely to have you. And thank you to everyone watching. Remember, learning a language takes time, so be patient with yourself and enjoy the journey. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Happy learning.